and welcome to Geno's Pick Season 10. Isn't technology amazing? While I sit here on the beaches of LA, I can still cost you tons of dollars. Isn't it fantastic? But not this week. Daddy's got 4 great picks from you here in the lovely sun. And don't forget, we got that Thursday night Instagram every week. So now, let's send these vids to the studio and have Joe Fernandez do his magic. My first pick. The Texans are giving 6 to the Jaguars in Houston. Look, I'm not sure what's more surprising this Sunday, that Ezekiel Elliott is playing in Dallas or that the only of the 3 Florida teams playing are the Jaguars in Houston. As you know, Hurricane Irma caused them to move the Bucs-Fins game to Week 11. The only option, ready for this, was to move it to Philly. And while the news to move it to Week 11 made the Dolphins fans happy, as they don't lose an extra home game or a home game, it absolutely crushed the Eagles fans in Philly. You know why? You don't think those fans would sell out that stadium just to be able to yell "you suck" at every single player on the field on every single play? Yeah, come to think of it, they do that every week, but please, at least they'd have an extra one this year. Well, I'll tell you what, Philly fans, watch the Jags-Texans game because you'll be able to yell "you suck" at the Jaguars offense every time they walk off the field, after every 3 and out or pick 6. And here's a little something to make it interesting. Try and time your "you suck" with the Jaguars defense as they yell it to Blake Bortles as they exhaustedly walk past him on the field. Look, take the Savage Texans and the high-paid, high-powered DeAndre Harambe Jenkins in this one. Take the Texans, lay the 6. My next pick. The Bengals are laying 3 to the Ravens in Cincy. Look, this game is going to come down to a battle of the QBs. Obviously, you have Andy Dalton, who's back and ready to go with his star receiver A.J. Green, and Joe Mixon, who brings his own style of smash-mouth football to the game. It's vicious. On the other side of the ball, you have defending Super Bowl champion UD represent Joe Flacco, who you're really not sure if he's 100%. But I mean, you can be certain of one thing. He's 100% better than Ryan Mallett, even if he's at 50%, because Ryan Mallett absolutely stinks. Ryan Mallett makes Christian Hackenberg look like Geno Smith. Okay? The Bengals are at home and they're ready to go, and they're going to give the Ravens something that the Ravens can't give them. A healthy dose of offense. Take the Ravens at home and lay the 3. How could we not do the marquee Sunday night matchup, which brings me to my third pick. The Dallas Cowboys are laying 4 to the Giants in Big D. Hey, good news, Cowboys fans. You don't lose Ezekiel Elliott weeks 1 through 8. You lose him weeks 2 through 9. Yeah, and don't let me catch you bitching, it was too harsh a punishment. For God's sakes, the guy beat up a woman, pulled down another chick's top, and then beat up a guy at a bar who wouldn't testify because he was a Cowboys fan and probably wanted to sell the blood from his face and tooth chippings on Amazon. You know, the memorabilia page. So really, the only thing that surprises me at this point is how long it took the NFL to mete out that discipline. But he's never been arrested, Gene. I know you're saying that. Yeah, I know. The last time any Elliott avoided police this long, he was biking with an extraterrestrial. Speaking of aliens, I give you Odell Beckham Jr., whose stupidity and immaturity are out of this world. I think this season he becomes more of a decoy for a physical Brandon Marshall and a second year far more mature in so many ways Sterling Shepard. And anyone who's dated an insecure bitch, you'll call Sarah, knows when people aren't looking at them, they ruin everyone's good time. Step back, G-Men, and step forward as the Cowboys throw a huge going-away party for Elliott. See what we did? Take Dallas, lay the 4. Which brings me to my... Not right now. Which brings me... I can't... But you want me to drink you right now? Yes, you do. Yes, you... Which brings me to my double your money Monday night bet. Not the late Charger game. Daddy's going to sit back and enjoy that. The Saints are getting 3 from the Vikings in Minnesota. You know what I love about the Saints this year? The Saints return with Drew Brees, who is absolutely amazing, and a host of new weapons, including, and remember I told you this, Ted Ginn Jr., who must have learned how to catch a football in between catching beads and crawfish down there. Not to mention, they have a man that will open his 10th straight season in Minnesota in Adrian Peterson. But here's the thing. You know what I love about the Vikings?